All right, it's Thursday, October 9th. Um, I realized over this last 3 or 4 days I've been trading way too much. I think Monday I had a couple trades, but Tuesday I think, or no, Monday I don't have my book with me, but it was like 40 trades, 15 winners, 30 losers or something like that, but I lost like 136. Oh no, I was up that day. I can't remember. But so I'm trying to dial it back, get more precise with my accuracy because my accuracy was under 30% for this last 2 or 3 days. So today I I think one of the problems is I was doing everything starting with the 10-second chart. So with the 10-second chart, there's these setups come so often. So right now I'm trying to follow a strict set of rules off the 5 minute chart, and then once I perfect that, maybe I can go down to the 1 minute, and then once I become a pro like some of these guys in here in the group I'm with, then maybe we can start looking at the 10-second chart. But um, so here it's I'm just trading 5 minute pullbacks. They have to be high a day, and they have to have momentum. And there's a couple other rules in this. Um, so here I had two trades on this stock right at this morning. So the first one was right here. So break of high of a candle, break the high of a candle on a pullback. So the first one was right here, and then the next one was right here. So once I get in these trades, it's like really, really, how do I manage my risk, and when do I get out? And then I think that's when you can kind of judge off of the 1 minute chart. So both of these I'm only doing like 50 shares, and that's another thing too. I think my share size was way too much at 200, because you catch a $2 or $3 win. Yeah, it's nice, 500-600 bucks. Who wouldn't take that? But on the opposite side, you take a loser, then man, yeah, it really stings. So yeah, this is giving me the entry, the 5 minute, and then I go down to the 1 minute and really see, where are my exits here. So as you can see on this 1 minute, it had a had had some descending resistance right here. Let me try to get this in here. So I kind of got out there from this point, and then this next one, it popped up, really didn't get over this other high, the high right here, and pulled back with some volume according to the level 2. So I went ahead and got out there. So both of them, gave me some good entries, because it gave me entries with volume, and I think that's what matters. Um, So those were two winners. And then the next one was MRM. And I think I got out just a little bit definitely got out too early on this one. Get that out of there. So the 5 minute also gives you enough time to really look at your risk and look at your entry points and see, does this stock make sense, instead of, pulling up a stock and immediately getting into it. At least gives you a couple minutes to digest what's going on the daily, digest what's going on with the news. And so news pops up at 8 o'clock. We have two pullback candles here. And, this is what happened with this one. So I get in right here for the break of the new high, break of the high of the previous candle on the pullback. And it does go up 20-30 cents here. However, after looking at this more, I shouldn't be getting in because of this volume candle right here. So when I'm looking at these 5-minute pullback setups, I'm looking at the momentum candle, which is this big candle right here. I don't want more than 50% retracement from the high, so we can do that with a fib right here, or close below 50%. It can wick down to the 618 for sure. And then we don't want the volume on the retracement to be higher than the momentum candle. So we have 3 million, 5 million shares right here. So we had a lot of volume coming in on this retracement here, and I think that's mainly because of the breaking news. So breaking news, it has this huge surge of volume up and then a huge surge of volume back down, and so that it may nullify that rule on breaking news situations, but for sure when you've had established I guess price action, if this were to show up, we definitely don't want to trade that pullback. And there's some other rules too that I guess I really need to write these down. But here I saw that, so I got in. It went up a little bit, and it was kind of sitting there, and I was like, oh shoot, this. So I went ahead and got out, and it just basically break even. All right, so the next one, CRML. So as you can see, even with those things, this thing did make a surge higher. CRML. So this one was a good one because all right, so we had this surge right here, the momentum candle right here. Let me get this out of the way. First candle make a new high on this, so the volume pullback was lower than the momentum candles. The volume was lower on the pullback than the momentum candles, which these are the momentum candles. This is the pullback, and then this is the trigger. So I got out way too early on this one. And I can't remember why. It's just because I'm really new at doing this, and I think some muscle memory came into play when doing the 10-second, trying to let it breathe. And then there was another opportunity right here. However, I didn't take it because it didn't clearly make a new high. But I think when it bounces off of a support or some kind of VWAP or 200 MA or whatever the case may be, that really gives it some more conviction to go higher. So here we have it retesting this high right here on this candle. We have two smaller volume pullback candles, and then a break of a new high would have got you, almost a point here, over a point. And that's what I have to take everything into account. No strategy is concrete in every situation. And I think that's one of the reasons why you could probably program something to trade like this, and then everybody'd be rich. So I don't know. All right, so the last one was DPRO, another good one. So I was thinking going into this, I was like, man, I'm only going to have maybe 1 or 2 trades a day, but man, this set up a lot. And I think there were some other ones that I missed. So here, this one was a really good one here. So we had the momentum candles here. And we had a surge, we had a higher volume candle here, but overall, I think we had more volume on the surge up than this first pullback candle, and then we had the two more pullback candles, comes back down, bounces off of VWAP, and then makes a new high right here. So that's a 2-to-1 ratio right there. It was a little higher. And that's what you're kind of aiming for. Here, once again, I got out way too. I only took like 25 shares just because the price was over $10, and but you know, that was a good winner, or a good trade, I guess you'd say. So we'll keep this going, and we'll see if being more precise will allow me to you know, get green and not, you know, have a you know, 10 really small losers, one good gainer, and they kind of offset each other. So if we can somehow maybe get this going 60-70% of the time and just do one-to-one profit to loss ratios, then I think that'll be great.